Who is Andrew Carnegie and what can he teach you? Have you ever wondered how someone can rise from utter poverty to become one of the richest people in the world? It seems almost impossible, doesn't it? But Andrew Carnegie did exactly that. And do you know what's even more shocking? The habits he cultivated are so simple that anyone can adopt them. In this video, we're going to reveal the 10 habits of Andrew Carnegie that took him from nothing to the top. Get ready to discover how small changes can have a massive impact on your financial life. And if you think you already know everything about success, pay attention. What comes next will challenge all your beliefs. 1. Humble beginnings. Andrew Carnegie was born in 1835 in Dunfermline, Scotland, and his life was far from easy. Imagine this: his family was so poor that they decided to move to the United States in search of a better future. They barely had enough to survive, but all this hardship taught Andrew a thing or two about resilience and sacrifice. It's crazy to think that a guy who started out this way became one of the richest people in the world, right? But just wait until you see what he did next. When they arrived in the United States, life remained tough. They lived in a working-class neighborhood, and Andrew started working at the age of 12 to help at home. He earned just over $1 a week working in a cotton factory. But instead of being discouraged, he used the situation as motivation to want more. And do you know what's even more inspiring? He never let these difficulties break his spirit. Curious to know how he turned it all around? Andrew realized early on that the way out of poverty was through hard work and knowledge. In his free time, he was always reading a book, trying to learn something new. This love for reading made all the difference in his life. Remember what Andrew Solomon says about the power of imagination? Carnegie lived that. He used every challenge as a chance to grow and improve. And that was just the beginning. You won't believe how he turned this thirst for knowledge into a huge advantage. 2. Thirst for knowledge. Influenced by his uncle, Andrew Carnegie developed a deep love for reading and learning. He believed that knowledge was the key to success, and this drove him to read everything he could. Imagine a young Andrew, working all day and still finding time to devour books at night. This shows how reading and learning can open unimaginable doors. And what's most interesting is that he didn't stop there, always seeking ways to apply what he learned to his life. Curious about how he used this knowledge to rise in life? Carnegie didn't just read, he wanted to understand subjects deeply. His uncle introduced him to books that changed his worldview, and Andrew began to see the potential of the opportunities around him. He read about business, investments, and success stories, all of which planted the seeds for his brilliant future. Have you ever stopped to think about how reading can transform your life? And how did this connect with his work ethic? Let's find out. For Andrew, learning was as natural as breathing. He saw knowledge as a springboard to something greater, and this set him apart from others. He believed in the importance of investing in oneself before anything else. And this is no different for us today. How about picking up an inspiring book, like The Secrets of the Millionaire Mind, and start transforming your mindset? And you know what's most fascinating? How this influenced his work ethic. Ready to dive into this next essential aspect of his journey? 3. Work ethic. From a very young age, Andrew Carnegie learned the importance of hard work. To help his family, he took on various jobs, and in each one, he gave his best. It didn't matter if he was working as a bobbin boy in a cotton factory or as a messenger, Andrew always sought excellence. This not only helped support his family but also shaped his character. Now, imagine how this work ethic could transform your own life. Want to know more about how he maintained this determination over the years? Work wasn't just an obligation for Carnegie, it was an opportunity for learning and growth. Every job was a chance to develop new skills and demonstrate his value. And it was this attitude that caught the attention of important people throughout his journey. He knew that to achieve something great, he needed to stand out in everything he did. Interesting, isn't it? And this makes us think about the importance of having mentors along the way. Want to understand how a mentor can change everything? Having a solid work ethic made Andrew Carnegie a reliable and respected person. He always put in his best effort, no matter how small the task. This opened many doors for him, including the opportunity to meet his mentor, Thomas Scott. Scott saw the potential in Andrew and guided him in his first steps into the business world. It's impressive how dedication and effort can attract the right people to help us grow. And this is just the beginning. Ready to see how this mentor influenced his life even more? 4. Mentorship. Thomas Scott was a crucial mentor for Andrew Carnegie. Scott saw the potential in Carnegie and gave him opportunities that changed his life. Working alongside Scott, Andrew learned about investments in business, something that would be crucial for his future. Imagine having someone experienced and wise guiding you in the early stages of your career. It's quite an advantage, isn't it? And this made all the difference for young Carnegie. Want to know how these teachings shaped his future business decisions? Scott not only taught Carnegie the principles of business but also inspired him to be ambitious and think big. He showed Andrew that with persistence and intelligence, anyone could achieve great things. This mentorship was a turning point, helping Carnegie to see beyond the present and plan his future with more clarity. It's amazing how one person can influence our trajectory so much, don't you think? And this makes us reflect on the importance of ambition. Ready to explore this crucial quality in the next topic? The relationship with Scott also reinforced in Carnegie the importance of connections and relationships. He saw firsthand how a good network could open doors and create opportunities. This encouraged him to always seek mentors and allies who could help along the way. Andrew Carnegie learned that no one reaches the top alone, and it's vital to have trusted people by your side. And speaking of ambition and persistence, let's understand how these qualities manifested in Carnegie's life and led him to new heights. 5. Ambition and persistence. Andrew Carnegie was driven by unwavering ambition. From an early age, he had a burning desire to overcome his conditions and achieve something grand. This ambition wasn't just a vague dream, it translated into concrete actions and daily persistence. He was always looking for opportunities to grow and improve. Think about how this determination could transform your own life. Carnegie's ambition knew no limits, and this propelled him to achieve seemingly impossible goals. Curious about the specific strategies he used to invest? Carnegie's persistence was remarkable. Even in the face of difficulties and failures, he never gave up. Each obstacle was seen as an opportunity to learn and improve. He firmly believed that success was a matter of time and continuous effort. And this mindset led him to invest intelligently and calculatedly, always seeking to maximize his resources. It's inspiring to see how he turned challenges into springboards for success. Want to know more about these smart investments? Carnegie didn't just dream big, he also acted with strategy and intelligence. He made prudent investments, always considering the value of capital and the power of compound interest. His financial decisions were based on a deep understanding of the market and opportunities. This shows us the importance of educating ourselves financially and making informed decisions. And what's most fascinating is how he was always innovating and looking for new technologies to improve his businesses. Ready to see how this constant innovation changed the game for him? 6. Smart investments. Andrew Carnegie was a master at making smart investments. He had a deep understanding of the value of capital and how compound interest could multiply his wealth over time. His investments were not impulsive, they were carefully calculated and strategically planned. This teaches us the importance of understanding where and how to invest our money. Want to know some of Carnegie's most brilliant investment decisions and how you can apply these principles today? One of Carnegie's great insights was investing in the steel industry, which was booming at the time. He saw the potential of this industry and bet on it, which ended up being one of the most profitable decisions of his life. He wasn't afraid to take risks, but his risks were always well thought out and based on concrete data. This shows us how vital it is to do thorough research before any investment. And you know what's most interesting? He was always looking for ways to innovate within the industry. Let's explore how this constant innovation led him to revolutionize the sector. Carnegie was also a big proponent of diversifying his investments. He understood that putting all his eggs in one basket could be risky, so he invested in different areas to minimize risks. This is something we can learn and apply to our own financial lives. Diversifying can protect us against losses and increase our chances of success. And speaking of innovation, Carnegie was a visionary who constantly sought new technologies to improve his businesses. Want to know how he did this? Let's find out in the next topic. 7. Constant innovation. Andrew Carnegie was a true visionary when it came to innovation. He was never content with the status quo. He was always looking for new ways to improve and optimize his businesses. In the steel industry, he adopted new technologies and methods that revolutionized production and reduced costs. This shows how innovation can be a powerful engine for growth. Imagine applying this innovative mindset to your own life or career. Curious about which technologies he used and how they impacted the industry? Carnegie was always ahead of his time, implementing processes that other businessmen hadn't even considered. He believed that innovation was essential to maintain a competitive edge. This approach helped him become a leader in the steel industry and expand his businesses impressively. And it's not just about business, innovation can be applied in any area of life. How about thinking of ways to innovate in your own field? And this leads us to consider the importance of networks and relationships. Ready to explore how Carnegie built a solid network? Besides adopting new technologies, Carnegie also invested in people. He knew that to truly innovate, he needed the best minds by his side. Hiring the best engineers and managers was part of his innovation strategy. And this shows us the importance of surrounding ourselves with talented and motivated people. Want to see how these networks boosted Carnegie's success even more? Let's take a look at how he built and maintained these vital connections. 8. Network of relationships. Andrew Carnegie understood early on that no one reaches the top alone. He built a solid network of relationships that were essential to his success. Carnegie valued every connection he made, from co-workers to mentors and business partners. He knew that these relationships could open doors and create unique opportunities. Think about how building your own network can help you achieve your goals. Curious about how he maintained these connections and what benefits they brought. Carnegie always sought to surround himself with intelligent and ambitious people. He believed that being in good company could elevate his own level of thinking and performance. These connections not only helped him grow professionally but also provided support during tough times. It's amazing how a good network can be a game changer in anyone's life. And this makes us think about the entrepreneurial mindset that Carnegie cultivated throughout his career. Want to know more about this winning mindset? Besides building his network, Carnegie also invested time in maintaining these relationships. He understood that it wasn't enough just to know people, he needed to nurture these connections and keep them strong. Regular meetings, correspondence, and collaborations were part of his strategy to keep the network active. This teaches us the importance of continuously cultivating relationships. And speaking of mindset, let's dive into the entrepreneurial mindset that made him always want to be his own boss. 9. Entrepreneurial mindset. Andrew Carnegie always had an entrepreneurial mindset. From a young age, he knew he wanted to be in charge of his own destiny and not depend on anyone. This mindset led him to acquire and control his own businesses, always seeking new opportunities. He wasn't afraid to take risks, as long as they were calculated. Think about how adopting this mindset can change your approach to life. Curious about how Carnegie stood out and controlled his businesses? Carnegie wasn't content with being just an employee or a passive investor. He wanted to be in command, make decisions, and direct the future of his enterprises. This requires courage and vision, qualities he had in abundance. And this determination helped him build an empire. Carnegie's entrepreneurial mindset teaches us the importance of being proactive and taking control of our own lives. And how did this connect with his constant pursuit of excellence? Let's find out. Having an entrepreneurial mindset also means never settling. Carnegie was always looking for ways to improve and stand out in everything he did. He pursued excellence in every task, big or small, and this set him apart from the rest. He believed that success came from dedication and the relentless pursuit of perfection. And it's exactly this pursuit of excellence that made all the difference in his life. Ready to see how he applied this in all areas of his life? 10. Work and excellence. Andrew Carnegie stood out in every task he took on, always striving for excellence. He believed that no matter how small or insignificant a task might seem, if it was worth doing it in the best way possible. This approach helped him build a reputation for reliability and quality. Imagine adopting this mindset in your own work and life. Curious about how this pursuit of excellence took him to the top? Carnegie didn't tolerate mediocrity. He always aimed to add value in everything he did, whether in small projects or large enterprises. This attitude not only increased his productivity but also inspired everyone around him to strive harder. He knew that excellence wasn't a goal, but a continuous journey. And this journey led him to create a lasting legacy. Want to see how he turned this pursuit of excellence into a daily practice? For Carnegie, excellence was a habit, not an occasional feat. He constantly invested in his personal development, always seeking to learn and improve. This dedication made him stand out in all areas of his life, from business to personal relationships. And it's this dedication to excellence that teaches us the importance of never stopping evolving. Now that you've seen how Carnegie paved his path to success, it's time to apply these lessons to your life too. Now that you know the 10 habits that transformed Andrew Carnegie from a poor young man into one of the richest men in history, it's time to apply this knowledge to your life. Think about how small changes in your daily habits can lead to great results. Are you willing to invest in yourself, seek knowledge, and work with dedication? Carnegie showed us that excellence and persistence are key to success. But don't stop here. Which of these habits will you start implementing today? Reading, hard work, building solid relationships? Comment below which habit inspired you the most and how you plan to apply it. Your journey to wealth begins now, and we want to follow your progress. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate notifications to keep learning about how to achieve wealth and transform your life. Together, we will discover more secrets to success and reach our goals. Let's go, the next step is yours. Following these steps will help you escape poverty more easily. But it's no use following these steps if you don't know which habits to avoid to become rich in 2024. And that's why I made a video explaining everything about this topic. To watch, just click on the video that's popping up on your screen now. Thanks for watching until the end. See you in the next video.